Welcome to the Oxcord podcast presented by Boot Crew Media and sponsored by Maker's Mark. God, that never gets old to say. I am your host, Cruz Oxenrider, as always, joined by my co-host who is currently dying from tax season, Nick Perkins. Intern is on spring break right now. We don't know where he is or what he's doing, but we assume it's probably something illegal. And we have our newest intern, Wyatt, behind the scenes. He's going to be he's our stat guy today. And we also have a special guest joining us later on in the podcast. But anyways, I've rambled enough. Nick, how are you, bud?
Man, it's good to be back. Good to be back. I got to say, the substitute last week absolutely killed the game.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Marler.
Chris Marler, he was so good that I was almost worried about you replacing me. Almost.
I mean, I'm not going to lie and say the thought didn't cross my mind, but I don't think I can afford Chris. So I think you're safe.
Yeah, you don't pay me. That's why.
I pay you in unconditional love and
right.
free t-shirts. So
exactly.
Shut up. So we do have a pretty interesting show. Obviously, Final Four. Or not, I'm already excited for the Final Four because we're giving away tickets. I'll get into that later. But we have March Madness kicks off this week. NCAA tournament. We're excited. We're going to go over our Final Four predictions, upsets, hot takes. We also are talking about a certain future Saints quarterback, calling it now, joining the team. And there's a certain quote unquote GOAT. I don't think he's the GOAT, but coming out of retirement because he hates his family. So Nick, I'm going to give you the floor. Where would you like to start today since I missed you so much last week?
I know, man.
You should pick the topic we start with.
It's been too long, man. I missed you too. I think I want to start with Tom Brady because that man coming back out of retirement. Okay, first off, is it wild to you that didn't leak before he posted it on Instagram or Twitter?
No, I guess? No, because for this reason, I'm surprised it happened when it did. So Tom Brady got his retirement news leaked originally, and I think that kind of irked him the wrong way because what I heard and what I thought was going to happen, he was going to announce it on the last episode of his time, or what is it, Brady versus Time or whatever, Tom versus Time, and He was going to announce it that way. And I was under that impression, and I think Tom was very upset that it got leaked. So I think he kept this close. I think the only people who knew about this decision was Bruce Arians and his family. I think that was the only reason because...
Do you think it was the plan all along?
No, I really don't. I actually think if Brady would have been able to do it under his own terms and under his own conditions, I really think he would have walked away. But I feel like Tom Brady is probably the pettiest person in America.
That's what I was just about to say. He's so petty.
Very petty. And I kind of respect it from that aspect. Be like, all right, well, it's like you didn't give me I was going to walk away and give the rest of the NFL a chance, but you pissed me off, so now I'm back.
Yeah. And he's always been such a negative to the media, even though the media loves him. Like he's never been like the media guy, right? So I think, he feeds off of it, yes, but like he's not one to like, maybe I need to take that back because he does actually like the center of the spotlight. But I think it really, you're right, though. I think Schefter tweeting that out before he was ready to make that decision. I mean, the decision was probably made, but before he was ready to put it out there into the world, it gets leaked. I could definitely see how this guy would be like, okay, like I've given so much to this league. I've given so much to you. Schefter probably built a career off of Deflategate, essentially reporting on that. And I could totally see him being so petty that I'm going to go risk my life one more time and get hit by 300-pound dudes just to prove a point.
Just not to spend time with my family. Yeah. Nick, you're forgetting that part.
Well, he also saw gas prices at $4.30 and was like, I can't afford to be at home. So I got to go out there and work a little bit. Also, question for you: he didn't pick up his contract, right? Like that contract ended, and then he had to sign a new one, right?
I don't know the official numbers on that. To be honest, I thought originally he had signed a 2-year deal. Now I could be wrong.
No, I think it was a 2-year deal, but he retired. Doesn't that contract void at that point? And then free agency happens, and he gets picked up.
So apparently he had 1 year left on his deal and then signed a new extension. So And knowing Tom, he probably took like a team friendly deal. I was surprised, and it kind of always seemed like he was never really officially retired because the Bucks never seemed to be aggressive in the QB market. Like they didn't. There was no rumors about Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson or Jimmy Garoppolo. It was always about like, oh, like if we have Kyle Trask, we have Blaine Gabbert, we have there's Jameis could come back or Carson Wentz. So it was never like we're gonna go make a splash with the quarterback market. So it never really seemed real. And then once the rumors about like, hey, would Tom Brady play for the Niners because he grew up a huge 49ers fan. And Bruce Arians like, well, I'm not going to trade him. It'll take 3 first-round picks. And I'm like, you're not going to give up 3 first-round picks for Tom Brady for what, 2 years max?
Right. Exactly. So, yeah.
I'm curious to see though what's going to happen. Look, the Bucks are losing a lot. This is not like that stacked super team the last 2 years. Like, I think OJ Howard's gone. They just lost their center. They just lost their right guard. They're going to lose some pieces on defense. They're going to have they're cap strapped. They don't have good draft picks.
The cap doesn't exist. You as a Saints fan should know that.
The cap exists when you know how to work around it. I'm just saying.
The cap exists when you don't know how to work around it, right? And Saints apparently know how to work around it. But I will say this. Tom Brady coming back, I mean, that is a magnet for everyone else in free agency to be like, I'm going to go to Tampa.
See, I don't think so anymore. I don't because
for 1 year, you don't think people will go sign a contract for 1 year to play with a GOAT?
I don't know, man. It's Tampa. There's some fishy going on in Tampa right now. I don't like it. Look, if Deshaun Watson goes to the Panthers or goes to the Saints, and we'll touch on that later, the NFC South isn't exactly an easy place to come play. Like I know it's like it's hard because with the Bucks, yes, they've had a great 2-year stretch, but they're proven that they can't be beat. Hell, we've watched it.
Sure.
I don't see the appeal of going to Tampa for a year or maybe 2 because I think Brady, if this is going to be his last year, no matter what happens.
I agree. Yeah,
I think so. He towards the end of last year, you could see him, and I know he had some really good stats, but like he had some bad games last year. Like it's good.
I mean, he was the number 1 quarterback in the league, though. Statistics.
In some statistics, yes, but like, and I've looked at the stats like against bad teams. I mean, look what happens when he played good defenses.
He plays the Saints twice a year. Bad teams.
Yeah, and look what those defenses did against him. Against good defenses, he has trouble. He's not that young gun anymore. Like, in fact, he threw a losing game-winning pick 6 in Brady time, which is like there's a minute left on the clock or under 2 minutes left on the clock, and Brady has the ball. What happens 9 out of 10 times?
He goes down and scores, wins the game, walks off.
Exactly. And what did he do? 2 plays in a first play, he almost is picked off. Second play, pick 6. And when he plays the Rams twice, and look, that fourth quarter comeback collapse, whatever the hell it was very impressive, but he got rocked by that defense a lot. I just think Brady's just and the Bucks are just proven to be vulnerable. So
speaking of that Rams game, what about the guy that spent $50 million? What was it? $50 million on his foot on the last touchdown pass?
What was it? No, it's 500,000.
It was 500 grand. That's right. Yeah, I knew 50 million didn't sound right.
I hope he gets his money back.
No, yeah, 500. I think that's final, dude. I think that's
518K. No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that like hurts. I mean, so I guess you can kind of sway it as like, all right, this is the last Tom Brady touchdown pass, the first time he retired. So you can like Brett Favre it in a way.
I mean, kinda, but also like no one gives a shit at that point.
No one does. Jalen Ramsey,
that ball is not worth 500 grand anymore.
No, of course not. But like Jalen Ramsey just like loves it because now it's like, hey, I'm not the last person you threw a touchdown on. Sure. Which I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I think Brady coming back, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I was kind of hoping he was finally gone. it's kind of like the same feeling as like for us, example, like putting if Nick Saban announced that he was retiring, and then
Yeah, all of college football would be
all
like,
of college
thank
football
God.
would be like
Right.
praising, singing hallelujah, and then like 2 months into retirement of being a grandfather, he's like, you know what? Nah, I'll come back. And then everyone just like depressed again. Like Kyle Trask, Brett like had the biggest sigh of relief that he didn't have to follow up another season after Tom Brady for the last 2 years.
Right.
Because he's like, if Kyle Trask is running the Bucks, there may be a 5-win team.
I mean, if that, maybe.
I mean,
They might not even be a 5-win team.
I'll
tell you this. I'll say this, though. Did you see this come out today that someone the day before Tom Brady announced that he was coming back, someone put a $50,000 bet, 60-1, Tampa Bay to win the Super Bowl? Like, that's totally inside information.
Insider trading.
That's totally insider trading. So the casino then took the 60-1, brought it down to 25-1 because there was like just no way. And then the dude went back and put another, I think, 50 grand on it at 25-1.
Damn.
Insanity. Insane. I mean, that is the craziest bet of all time. And just to throw 50 G's on a future like that is crazy. But I mean, you can't tell me that guy didn't know.
So damn NFTs and crypto people. I'm telling you,
it's something, man. It's something. I don't know. It's something in the ether.
Okay, but honestly, it doesn't really matter anymore because my team is about to land Deshaun Watson, and it's going to be
perfect fit for him. Culturally, perfect fit for Deshaun Watson.
Oh, you mean winning? Yes, I couldn't agree more. He deserves to be on a winning team. And
did you make the playoffs last year?
Dude, we played with
winning
four
team.
Quarterbacks.
Winning team.
Bro, we won the NFC 4 years in a row, and it took us half our team getting COVID and 4 quarterbacks.
Winning team, though. Didn't make the playoffs.
Technically, we had a winning
Tell me what you've done for me recently, Cruz.
Win 4 straight NFC title games and had a winning season. Actually, we've had 5 straight winning seasons. So.
No, didn't make the playoffs, though.
We were above 500. That's a winning.
I know that playoffs is the mark, though. You got to make the playoffs.
Yes.
Well, you didn't make the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, y'all don't even know what the playoffs are, do you? All right. So, anyways,
man, we've been to a Super Bowl more recently than you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, don't. And you guys blew it in dramatic fashion. We can go. We can make this.
Look, we can go back to it, but I'm just saying, you got getting to that point is a success in of itself.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Okay. And winning it is a feat y'all have never tasted. Just saying.
True, but
I do think though I was rudely interrupted.
Continue.
Thank you. So the biggest name now that Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and I guess so. Yeah, Deshaun Watson now are trade blocks done. So now Deshaun Watson is the best available player for trade.
Sure.
Don't give me Jimmy G. Don't even get me started on that scrub. And right now there is a 3-team race, possibly 4, but right now it's only rumored to be 3. So Deshaun Watson is being courted by the Saints, the Panthers, and the Browns. However, though, the Falcons are kind of in the mix for everything. So we'll see what happens. As of right now, right before we got on the broadcast, the ball's in his court now. All the trade offers have been approved by the Texans, so now it's completely up to Deshaun. I think Deshaun is going to take a meeting with the Falcons tomorrow, and so then we'll kind of see where it goes. But I think he has his mind made up. I think he knows where he wants to go. But I think he's kind of enjoying this too. Like, he took a year off of football. He was kind of I don't want to say forgotten. Like, he was just kind of in the corner. Like, everyone just knew how good he was. But once the season started, the whole Deshaun Watson allegations or whatever it was kind of got like brushed under the rug. And then we're like, okay, well, season's over. What the hell are we going to do with you? And now he won't face any criminal charges. We don't know if he's going to get suspended by the NFL. And I think right now he's kind of enjoying being recruited. It's like him being in college again. Like, he gets to pick now. Like, the ball is in his court. So, Nick, if you have to pick a team where he goes and you have to pick between Carolina, New Orleans, Cleveland, or possibly Atlanta, which I think the only thing Atlanta has going for him is just because he's from that area.
Right.
And he would get to come home. I like, don't give me the Carolina, like, oh, he played at Clemson. Like, no, like Clemson's like an hour and a half away. It's like an hour and a half. Like, he's from Atlanta, and I believe he was a ball boy.
Yeah, he grew up like a huge Falcons fan.
Yeah, he was a huge Michael Vick fan too. So growing up. So where do you see him playing?
I want to go about it in two separate ways, right? I want to go about it as a fan of the Falcons, right? Okay. And I'm going to go about it as an unbiased person.
Okay.
And the unbiased person is going to be like, what's going to be best for him? What's going to give him the best chance to win, right?
Yeah.
And it might shock you. I don't want him anywhere near the Falcons. I really, truly do not want him
in a moral sense or a player sense?
Not even a moral sense. Take that aspect out of it completely. Because what you're going to have to do to trade for that guy, I mean, and if it doesn't work out, if he's kind of mid, or if he's not an NFL MVP caliber player, you're dead in the water for the next 5 years.
Though. But he is that guy. Like, we've seen him do it.
He's taken a year off football.
On the Texans.
He's taken a year off football.
He's been working out, though. He's been training. Like, it's not like he's gotten fat and lazy. Like, he's been working out.
Do you honestly believe Deshaun Watson joins the Saints with Tom Brady and the Saints in the same division that we make the playoffs?
Yes, 100%.
What would you put the win total over under?
For the Falcons?
Yeah. If he joins.
See, in that division, though, all you got to do is win 10 games.
That's true.
Win. All you got to do is beat the Bucs at least once, and you got to beat the Saints at least once. And Carolina right now, I think they're a dumpster fire if they don't get Deshaun. So, realistically, there's no reason that shouldn't be. I watched Deshaun Watson do it with less talent in Houston. Now, plus I mentioned, I think Calvin Ridley's suspension is going to get reduced from a year to something else. I really do. I think he's going to get reduced possibly to 6 games. I think right now they're just scaring the crap out of the kid. I think he's going to win an appeal, bring it down. So Deshaun Watson and Calvin Ridley would be so much fun to watch. And you got Cordell Patterson along there too.
The
defense has some pieces. I like AJ Terrell.
You're convincing me, and I hate it.
Dude, I love Deion Jones. I love Grady Jarrett. I think because look, any quarterback you take in the draft or any player you take in the draft right now. Oh, and my God, give Kyle Pitts, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Even that would just be so much fun to watch. So, I mean, the weapons are there.
It's a gamble, though. You can't admit that it's not a gamble.
It's a gamble for any team because it will drastically shape your franchise for the next 5 years of either 5 years of winning or no, I'm sorry, not even 5 years of winning, like a decade of winning because Deshaun Watson's young, or your franchise will be tanked for minimum 5 years.
Exactly. And so this, and I will say this again, this from the perspective of a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
After the Super Bowl year, we lost, obviously. Matt Ryan signs the Supermax. As soon as he put pen to paper on that and that was reported, I had a gut feeling. I was like, this is not going to work out. You cannot give Matt Ryan that kind of money. And I love Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's a good – I mean, I like him. I'm a stan, right? Yeah. But as soon as he signed that contract, I was like, oh, my God, that was the worst decision we could have made.
Yep.
And I feel the same gut feeling about Deshaun Watson. I don't know what it is. I know he's a great player. He's going to have an immediate impact. We're going to go from probably a possible 6 wins to maybe in that 8 or 9 to 10 range. And maybe we do make the playoffs with him. But that is such a gamble to make at this point of a franchise. You're actually, like you said, you have pieces. There are pieces there.
Yeah.
And if you gamble and this doesn't work, all of that work to build the franchise to the point it is now goes down the drain because Calvin Ridley is going to retire. Kyle Pitts will be out of his prime at that point. All of the guys on defense are going to be gone. It's just, is it worth that risk? And obviously you still don't have the offensive line for him.
So here's the only counter I have, and then we're going to bring on a guest of ours that we have. I like Atlanta's piece. I've seen Deshaun Watson do more with less in Houston. Like, you think about it like this. The only guy he had in Houston was D-Hop, who was double teamed every play. The offensive line was awful. They had no running game. It was basically the Deshaun show. Like, that is a 2-win team without Deshaun Watson. Hell, this year they were a 4-win team without him.
They weren't even really supposed to do that.
No, they weren't. So I think right now he is worth taking a risk on. I truly believe it, because you're wasting these incredible talents that you have. Like, dude, I know Russell Gage is gone now. Now he's in Tampa. But I think with a young talent like Kyle Pitts, Cordell Patterson has had a resurgence in his career. I look, I mean, there's you're gonna get Matt Ryan's cap off the books, so you won't have to worry about that. Like, that'll give you money to put aside for Deshaun Watson. I think there's no 3 players in the first rounds in the next couple of years besides maybe Bryce Young or Will Anderson that can match up to the kind of impact that they can have on a team like Atlanta. So I personally think, like, if you get Deshaun Watson, I would probably pick Atlanta to win the NFC South.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
I really do, because I think Deshaun Watson is that talented. I think he's that gifted. Like, look, Nick, we watched him beat the greatest defense in college football history.
That's true. That is true.
And he almost
college,
did it
though.
twice.
It's different.
No, college, and every single one of those players on defense are playing in the NFL.
College game's different, though. College game is much different than NFL, and you know that.
I do know that. I also know what it's like to see him get helicoptered by Reuben Foster and still get up. I watched it in person, and to this day, I don't know how he did it. But I want to bring on another guest because Baker Mayfield just released the press. His name is Jared from the Corner Booth podcast from Belly Up Sports. I'm sure you've heard him. He actually is the one who gave me my podcast debut, and I was actually on the Corner Booth podcast today. Jared, what is up, my man? Thank you for joining.
Gentlemen, thank you for having me. Nick, it's nice to meet you. Cruz, long time no see.
Yeah, what's it been, like a full 3 hours?
like 35 minutes. I literally banged out a podcast, ate dinner. I'm here.
Yeah, so before we get into it, look, Baker Mayfield just released a personal statement.
Yeah, I'm reading this right now.
Right now, he knows that the Browns are not 100% committed to him. The Browns
in the water.
Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
I think he realizes that, like, hey, it is what it is. Like, he knows Deshaun Watson's a better quarterback than he is. And I think it would be a great move for Watson to go to Cleveland. Like, they have a ton.
We got a little bit cut off there, but I fully think that the Cleveland is going to be the best place. I was saying from a Falcons place, like, I don't want him to come to the Falcons, but then, like, as an unbiased person, as a football fan, the best place for him to win right now, Cleveland, no doubt.
See,
you put a quarterback on Cleveland's team, that's a Super Bowl team up there.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. My only thing is, and I'll let Jared give his pick in a second. The only thing I would be weary about going to Cleveland is that the AFC is a slaughterhouse right now, and especially in that division, because you have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and a team that literally just went to a Super Bowl, and they are investing heavy on their O-line. The Ravens are going to be healthy now. They just added an all-pro safety in Marcus Williams today. I think once they're fully healthy, I think they're going to add some running backs and some more wide receivers in the draft. I would love to see like a Jameson Williams or a Chris Olave or a Treylon Burks go to the Ravens, and then Pittsburgh. I mean, you never know with them. You never know what they're going to do. I know Mitch Trubisky's there. I think actually Mitch could possibly have a good resurgence, especially with Najee Harris, with a little bit of read option. So I'm curious to see what he's going to do. But like Cleveland talent-wise, yes, they have all the pieces. They have Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. They just traded for Amari Cooper. Their defense is stacked. I just think the route and the path in the NFC is so much easier because I think all you have to do is get past the Rams, which they're not going to be able to maintain that completely for much longer. The Packers, which is Aaron Rodgers or bust, and probably the 49ers, depending on who they have at quarterback. But other than that, and then you have one more year of Tom Brady. So worst case, Tom Brady gets another ring this year. Guess what? He's gone. And then you have the next decade to run. So I don't know right now. I think Cleveland is the sexy pick, which I never thought in a million years I would say. I just don't think it's a smart pick. So Jared, I want to know what you think.
So it's weird. So I picked Carolina on my show about 2 hours ago, and I'm already regretting that pick. But I will stick with it for one reason only. It's an NFC team. You said it perfectly right that there is like AFC quarterbacks top to bottom. It's a murderer's row. I think it was Cowherd or somebody put up a list today. Trevor Lawrence was the 10th quarterback, I believe, in the AFC. Like Tannehill was like 9. You had like Josh Allen 3. You were looking at it was a loaded list. And what cracked me up was I look at the AFC. My boy Jalen Hurts is like 6. And no disrespect to my boy Jalen, he's got some work to do as a passer before he could even consider being an elite quarterback.
Yeah,
that's why this year is a make or break year for him, which I am totally about. Listen, like if he doesn't work out, CJ Stroud, Tyler Van Dyke, and Bryce Young are sitting there next year. I don't care. It's like 1 year throwing the tank and it's over. So with Deshaun Watson, if I am him, the smartest pick is go NFC. But all the NFC teams I would like to go to get out of, like say Tom Brady's division, Philadelphia pulled out. I didn't even want really him going to Philadelphia because, all the craziness around them, and we still have a quarterback, and I'm kind of sick of quarterback controversies if you guys have understood my fan base the last 10 years. But Atlanta, and I completely agree with Nick here. Atlanta makes no freaking sense. Sorry, I got my one F-bomb out of the way. I apologize in advance.
We'll get it in edit. You're good.
Yeah, I know. Apologize to Maker's Mark. My biggest thing with Atlanta, it makes no freaking sense because at the end of the day, you have all these weapons. And yes, you have a lot of guys, but Calvin Ridley, I'm sorry, Cruz, they're not dropping that suspension. They're dropping the hammer on this kid because it's the first time it's happened in a long time. With the online gambling, it's setting a precedent. If they shorten up on him, some player who actually was involved in the games, now that's a big problem. That's a whole Pandora's box. Now it's federal investigations. And Roger Goodell, as much as he's everyone's least favorite commissioner, besides Rob Manfred, obviously.
Hate him.
It makes they're not going to ease up a suspension. Now, somebody tweeted out the Falcons receiving core depth chart. I did not recognize. I've been covering the NFL either semi-professionally since I was 17. I have never seen a shakier receiving core in my life. I did not recognize a single name on that list. I think Chris Hansen. And I swear, I thought that was the guy who hosted The Bachelor. Seriously, I was so confused. And the worst part about all this was, you brought it up, Cruz, on my show. Carolina, yeah, but you lose McCaffrey. They're going to lose somebody on their defense and all their draft picks. With Watson, unfortunately, it is Cleveland is his best option for him as his career, but he's walking into a gauntlet in the AFC where only 7 of those guys are making the playoffs.
Yeah.
And if you add Watson, Watson's still technically in the division, there's still 3 guys who are going to get left out. And if Cleveland has injury woes like they did last year, you're looking at another Houston situation where he's throwing to deck chairs and maybe the ghost of Donovan Peoples-Jones, or his UFC fighter girlfriend at that point. We don't know. So with Watson, he's kind of in a weird catch-22 where no destination is actually perfect, which generally for a free agent quarterback, usually never is the case. You go back to Peyton Manning in 2013, I believe. Denver was a slam dunk. Good defense, 3 elite receivers, a decent unproven tight end, and a lot of cap space and a GM who's willing to shell it out for him.
Right.
I could go back up Brady in Tampa Bay. Same thing where they were like, hey, Tom, here's the keys. Just go. With Deshaun, it's kind of a weird situation where there's no real, yes, it's a home run. It's like, okay, this is great, but you're going to really catch some cleats to the face with this. There's no, smooth entrance.
Well, I got a question for you, Jared, because I love your take on that, honestly. But would you put Cleveland, with that gauntlet that you have to go through? Because let's just say you make the playoffs, right? You still got to go through all those guys that are above you again to just make it to the Super Bowl, which is your expectation.
Herbert, Carr, Wilson.
Let's say that Cleveland makes the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, besides Mitch Trubisky over in Pittsburgh, which listen, it's not the worst thing in the world they got him, but anything's an upgrade over Mason Rudolph. They went from being a 4-13 team to now a 6-11 team. Congratulations, Pittsburgh. But here's the kicker with all of this. Now, if you're Cleveland, right? So now you automatically have to play Lamar twice a year, and you have to play Joe Burrow twice a year. Yeah, you get 2 free wins in Pittsburgh, but that's okay.
I don't even think you get that.
I don't even.
Well,
Well,
here's the
yeah, I was
thing,
gonna say
like,
that's
okay,
not given.
Okay, so here's the thing. They're going to be ground out games, but I don't trust Pittsburgh anymore. They're not keeping Juju. Chase Claypool's getting trade requests.
I trust their defense.
I trust the
is
defense too.
raw.
But congratulations, you can play defense, but it just takes one missed tackle to score a touchdown.
That's true. That's true.
And in 2 games, you need two bad tackles, and it's a 13-10 game. Ask the Packers how playing great defense did in their first playoff appearance this year. Their special teams blew it. It's football games are the most unproven. You cannot predict how a game's gonna go. So, well, yeah, let's say they're the 6th seed, because I honestly think a healthy Lamar wins that division, or a healthy Joe Burrow. They're the 6th or 7th seed off the rip right there, and then you also have some combination of Herbert, Russ, or Mahomes. And is one of them not going to make the playoffs? Oh, and then you have Tennessee with Derrick Henry and that, and it's and then you have I think Josh Allen, but then there's guys in the AFC. There's so many great teams in the AFC. It's just is he going to really want to go through that Rocky Balboa, Apollo Creed level smackdown just to get into the playoffs to get his butt kicked? Like it's really.
So do you say go to the Saints?
Jared? You can cuss. You just there's no more F-bombs.
No more F-bombs. Okay, really to get his ass kicked. See, I don't know how far it goes with shows like this because with Corner Booth, Cruz, you've been on the show 1,000 times. We go off the handle. Kevin has said some things where I'm like waiting for myself to get banned for a day or two from Twitter or TikTok or whatever. So
just don't mess with my free Maker's Mark, okay?
I won't. And where's my free bottle? I love Maker's Mark.
I'll get you a T-shirt and a mini for coming on the show. The T-shirt, by the way, T-shirt.
I haven't even gotten a T-shirt and a mini.
The T-shirts are being finalized. Calm down, Nick.
I will rock mine on air for selfless promotion.
There you go.
But it's unfortunately for Watson, it's a year too late, and that's not even. Unfortunately, the Chargers were still there last year. But now all the good teams that would have been interested, the Denver's, Philadelphia's, all the teams that actually have a slightly easier road to the playoffs. I mean, do I want to throw Seattle in there? Maybe.
No.
But I mean, they just made the move in the Drew Lock thing. Apparently now, like they're looking into other like smaller market quarterbacks, but they're so decimated the draft pick wise. Like it's.
Well,
I think
anymore.
Watson.
Anymore.
Well, yeah, but. Yeah, but like, are they going to want to re-give those up again?
That's true. Yeah,
it's unfortunately for Watson.
Jared, really quick. Would you? So if you're saying Cleveland is not the best bet because that's a gauntlet, you got to go NFC. The Falcons really isn't the play because they don't have a receiving core. Carolina doesn't really have anything. The only other team out there is the Saints, I can't believe I'm that guy right now. But it's like Saints have a defense.
Just Cruz knows exactly how I'm going to turn this argument. He's had that argument 15 times. And my biggest thing with the Saints is if it was Sean Payton, fine. Sean Payton's one of the top 10 greatest coaches I've ever watched coach. Michael Thomas is the slant god himself, top 10 receiver. Apparently Alvin Kamara is only facing 4-game suspension according to Cruz. You heard it here first.
No, I'm saying that was what I'm betting on.
That's what you're betting on? Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'll at least meet you halfway. I'll go 6.
Okay. I'd even settle for 6. Okay.
A little Kareem Hunt action there.
Defending his girlfriend is.
I was about to say that's not that bad.
It's the NFL.
Way worse.
Once fists are involved, the NFL doesn't care.
Technically, they're a feed. But,
but come on, gambling, and drinking. Oh God, that's a
1 year. You're out.
Tell you what, Jared, give your take so I can put.
Okay,
the full
you know what? I'm not even going to make the Clemson angle here, but I think honestly, you get to keep DJ Moore, and you get to keep Terrace Marshall. Yeah, Matt Rule may not be the best coach, but to Deshaun Watson, dude, Bill O'Brien, who I swear to God, I thought Alabama fans were calling for his head already. So
we were.
Yeah.
He's so you Gumps have been telling me this since day one. You want him out. So I honestly think Carolina is the safest bet for him. It may not be the best, but it's the safest where, he has to play the NFC South. But honestly, besides Cam Jordan and a couple of guys in Tampa, there's not really that many good edge rushers.
Marcus Davenport.
I mean, Marcus Davenport, but I mean, Nick, you tell me anybody in your Falcons.
I can't even tell you one guy on our D line.
Exactly.
Man.
I think you and me can start on the D line right now. So I think honestly, it makes the best sense for Watson in his head. He's not going to get hit as much. And yeah, they don't have McCaffrey, but they get Devonta Foreman and Chuba Hubbard. And I mean, that's not a bad backfield compared to what he had in Houston. I think Carolina, honestly, it's not the sexy pick and it's not the best pick team-wise like it is in Cleveland or New Orleans, but it's the safest because you know what you're getting right away. Matt Rule gets fired maybe, but that
is such a big thing.
That's
though. If you don't know if your head coach is going to be there.
Let me say this though. This new owner for the Panthers, he's proven he's got the quickest trigger on the planet. He'll go get another
a good thing.
That's
it is but here it's only a good thing if they bring in a better coach. I'm just saying for Watson, he's not going to get killed if he goes to Carolina, and there's still Carolina. If they get Watson tomorrow, is a probably last seed in the wild card.
If
minimum
he goes to Carolina, I would still take Tampa Bay and New Orleans over if they at the Saints bring back Jameis because
I would take Tampa. It'd be a push with New Orleans.
Tampa and New Orleans defensively and talent wise, because here's the thing. New Orleans wouldn't have to give up Alvin Kamara. They wouldn't have to give up Michael Thomas. They would give up a second-year corner out of the third round. They'd probably give up third-round linebacker that we got that's, young and promising, but he just kind of reminds me of a younger Kiko Alonso. And then we give up one of our offensive linemen, which we have one of the best offensive line in the league. And Teron Armstead already said if Deshaun Watson stays, he'll take a hometown discount to come back at left tackle. So if Watson comes to the Saints, he has stability because the Saints have a top 5 general manager in the league in Mickey Loomis. Dennis Allen is a respected coach in the league and has been in that organization since the Super Bowl year. Granted, he did not succeed in Oakland, but at that time, no one succeeded.
It was still the Al Davis year.
It was bad. So he comes back to New Orleans, is under Sean Payton for years, and is respected. Came in to a Sunday night game against Tampa Bay and a fully loaded Bucks team with Taysom Hill and backups and won the game on Sunday Night Football when they were, I think, at the time, 18-point underdogs. The team respects him. The players love him. And I think Deshaun Watson sees more stability there in New Orleans, and I think he gets to play in front of a rowdy fan base in a dome, by the way, which is nice. You have a big body receiver when healthy is a top 10 receiver. Some could even say top 5.
And Callaway anything to shake a stick at either.
Yeah, and then Alvin Kamara is arguably, my opinion, the best all-purpose running back.
It's a smart move.
It's the best move.
It's the best.
It is the best move.
Here's the thing: is also you did convince me. Here's the problem. It's also Deshaun Watson. We don't know what he's going through his head. Clearly, we didn't know what was going through his head since March of 2020. So allegedly, we don't know what's going to happen. It literally could be. He could say, you know what? I want to go to Carolina, or I want to go to hometown Atlanta and throw the deck chairs, or you know what? I want to go to Cleveland. It looks like a fun. I don't know. It's this guy. I mean, he's not as out of control and crazy as some of these diva receivers we've had in our entire time covering the league. Yeah. But I don't. At the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen until the trade goes through.
There's so many dominoes that are going to fall the minute he makes a decision.
Oh my God. Everyone called Rodgers and Wilson the linchpins for this, but in reality, it's Watson because it's going to trigger about 15 signings right like that.
Yeah, Jameis will be signed within 3 hours. To say like Watson goes to Cleveland. Baker's getting traded.
Very Russell Wilson, Rodgers-esque.
Yeah. Baker's getting traded.
How do you think Jameis feels with all of this? Like he's sitting there, was the guy
he's dancing on crutches? He don't care.
Jameis is going to get paid though. I think if anything, this has made his market more valuable. So like, yes, say the Saints don't get Deshaun Watson, Jameis is going to get the bag because he's going to be like, okay, well, you can't do better than me right now. What are you going to give up draft picks for Baker Mayfield? You either sign me to a 2 or 3 year deal, and then we'll go from there. But like I said, I think Jameis is a great plan B right now. I think he knows the system. The players like him. I think I would have loved to see what he could have done had he been able to stay healthy. It was a dirty hit, which
You definitely make the playoffs if he stays healthy.
Oh,
sure.
100%. We're a 10-win team with him. But like I said, Deshaun Watsons don't grow on trees and they don't become available for trade. And so if I have to give up 3 years of first-round draft picks for guys, which, by the way, we have not had a great draft since 2017, so I'm okay with that. Like, that gives me, like, something to do on draft night besides watch my team give me a panic attack or a mental breakdown when we don't draft Mac Jones. So
it's basically like you don't get, what was it, a fourth round grade linebacker or defensive end in the first. Yeah, that was a
I think I texted you right after that.
Yeah, you apologize.
I apologize. Well, yeah, I asked if you were okay. I also was still in shock that the Eagles and Cowboys made a trade. I thought the world was ending. I was like, what just happened? I had to go on air, by the way, after that happened. And the host looked at me and goes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, I'm in shock, but yeah, I'm good. I had never seen it. I just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But
so you're sticking with Carolina.
I'm sticking with Carolina by an inch. You convinced me enough that New Orleans is a thing, but I'd also, the Eagles fan in me would literally be hating everything because I hate the Saints almost as much as I hate the Cowboys. So
Jared's Panthers, I'm Saints. Nick,
I'm going Cleveland. I feel like just all the weapons are around there. That's his best fit, even though it is a gauntlet. I think he's a top 5 quarterback, even with the stacked quarterback listing in the AFC. I still think he's on that top echelon. But the reason I'm not saying the Falcons, man, is just it's too much of a gamble for right now. Like, you go out there and draft a Bryce Young. Yeah. So you go out there and draft a Bryce Young. You don't have to pay him for 3 years. That's what I'm saying.
Atlanta made their bed with that contract they gave Ryan. They knew they were in trouble.
So NFL reporter Aaron Wilson said Carolina came away from their meeting thinking Deshaun will go to New Orleans.
There it is.
That was just reported. So like I said, until it is official and I see it from a verified account that says the New Orleans Saints, I will not believe it.
Do you? Okay. Yeah. So Schefter tweeting it, you don't believe it?
I want to see. No, I don't even trust Schefter.
No, I don't trust Schefter anymore.
I want Rap Sheet or I want Dan Jeremiah.
No, I don't trust it because I'm too scared. This time
I want Rap Sheet or or Jay Glazer. I don't trust either way.
Jay is very close with the Saints organization. So
hashtag Jay knows.
Yeah. So look, we touched enough about speculation. I'm just gonna continue that panic attack till this is officially done. Before we get into it, we are doing a fun giveaway for March Madness. We are giving away Final Four tickets to the Saturday games. We are very excited. We're partnering with Boot Crew Media. So all you have to do while listening to this, and you have only till Thursday morning, first day of the games, till 9 a.m. Central Time. So go on the Aux Cord podcast. You'll search down for it. You'll see the Final Four contest. Quote tweet your picks for the Final Four. You guess it correctly, and you're the first to guess that Final Four. You are winning free tickets to New Orleans for the Final Four Saturday. Now, this is the Saturday games, not the national championship. I want to make that very clear because I don't want you guys coming at me with hate. Plus, not to mention, they're free, so get over it. You can buy the national championship tickets yourself. Your team's probably not even going to be in it.
For $20,000.
Yeah. But come party with us in New Orleans. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're doing a lot of events. Barstool Sports is going to be there. I'm really excited to get to do some things with them. I'll be there. Nick, I think you said you're going to try and come.
50-50 right now.
It would be great if you can be there. But yeah, I mean, free tickets to the Final Four. I mean, look, I know my school is not going to be into it, but my significant other's team's probably going to be in the Final Four. So
that's a bold take.
I don't think it's a bold take, but let's get into it. Games start on Thursday. I'm very excited. Nick, I have a feeling me and you are going to disagree on a lot of our picks.
Probably.
And Jared, you already know my Final Four. So before we get into it, so Nick, I kind of want to go over our brackets. We'll be very brief about it. So I just we'll go down the bracket. We'll tell everyone what we have. That way it's on the record. We're not trying to trick anybody. So pull up your bracket. We'll start in the West. Jared, you got yours pulled up?
I have it. I'm halfway done with it. I did that while editing, but I'll finish it while you guys are talking.
Okay. So, Nick, we'll start. Obviously, number 1 seed Gonzaga going up against Georgia State. I think it's fair to say that the 1 seed is not going to be upset by the 16 seed. I got Gonzaga.
Gonzaga 2.
All right, Jared.
I have Gonzaga as well.
All right. And the 8-9 matchup, Boise State, Memphis. I have Memphis. I
Memphis
think
is a hot team. Give me
they're a hot
all
team
day.
right now. They're a dangerous team. Vegas likes them a lot, so I'm going Memphis. Hate their coach though.
Got a lot of hate for Penny now.
I do. In the words of Colin Sexton, his son's a bitch. Which we're a Colin Sexton stan account here. Just
Did
so you know.
did you go Memphis, Jared, or no?
I went Memphis.
Memphis.
right.
Also, I'm a big Penny Hardaway guy. I got way too many pairs of phone posits in my closet.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so in the 5-12 matchup, we have UConn, New Mexico State. I just don't see it with New Mexico State. I'm going UConn. I think UConn's a dangerous team this year.
I watched New Mexico State one time this year. They did not impress. I'm going UConn.
All right.
I grew up in their backyard. I've watched and hated their program forever, but I cannot ignore the fact that they have been one of the hotter teams of late, at least on the backside of this tournament. They should have done better in their conference tourney, but I got to go UConn.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So then we got 4-seed Arkansas. Hate their midget of a coach, and Vermont, but I got to go Arkansas.
Same thing. Arkansas's hot. Musselman, he's short, but he's a good coach. Arkansas all day.
Going with the only guy who's famous on Twitter who blocked my former co-host. I'll go with Musselman in Arkansas.
All right. So this one's interesting for us, Nick. Alabama, the 6th seed. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of surprised we got a 6 seed. I thought we'd end up getting a 7. They are playing the winner of Rutgers Notre Dame. I'll put it like this. If we play Notre Dame, I'll feel more comfortable. If we play Rutgers, I'm scared. I am very scared. I think Rutgers is a very dangerous team. I've seen them beat I think they have 4 quad 5 wins. They've beaten Wisconsin. They've beaten Illinois. They've beaten some good teams this year in the Big Ten. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to take Alabama to barely squeak by Rutgers, and I think they'll handle Notre Dame comfortably.
Yeah, the matchup for Rutgers is tough. And obviously with Alabama, you got to shoot the lights out if you're going to compete at this level. Rutgers is a scary, scary team. I really, really, really do not want to play them. If Notre Dame, we play Notre Dame, this is 5.5, 6-point spread. Rutgers probably more like 2.5. So I'm going Alabama here for both of them. Rutgers or Notre Dame, I think we come out firing. I think this is the game. We put it all together. This is our best game of the season. They give us all hope just to be let down.
God, bigger tease my prom date.
Facts.
You were proud about that one, weren't you, Jared?
Oh, no, it wasn't even like a burn on Cruz. It's like I can relate, so it's like shit.
All right, so and now we'll speed around it real quick, and then we'll touch on the bigger matchup.
Jared has to go.
I know.
Well,
Jared, go.
I was gonna say, Alabama better hope to God that Notre Dame wins.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Rutgers gives me that University of Miami vibe where like they're not gonna make it past the Elite Eight, but they're gonna blow the snot out of your bracket. Like they're going to just tank the whole side of that thing. So that's why I'm because Rutgers they just play annoying basketball. And for some of these teams that are maybe a little higher seed that coasted through, I don't know. Alabama's season this season has been so up and down, so I don't even know how to characterize it. But yeah, Bama wins if Notre Dame gets in because I don't even think the Irish should have made the tournament, much less.
Yeah. So
they got squeezed out by A&M. A&M should have been in there.
Oh, A&M got hosed.
But they did also 8 straight in the middle of the season.
But they also
But they won 9 straight at the end, or what was that?
It's like but it's like, come on, guys, really? It's like a tournament team shouldn't lose 8 straight and still sneak in unless it was the first 8 of the season.
That's fair.
I mean, that's fair. All right. So now we'll speed rush it till we get to any big games. So I just want to see if any of us disagree on some. Texas Tech, Montana State. I got Texas Tech.
I got Texas Tech by a mile.
All right. Michigan State, Davidson, 7-10 matchup. I have Davidson.
Really? Yeah. Okay. I'm actually going Michigan State here.
Odds on Tom Izzo fighting one of his players. Anybody taking those odds?
No. 5,001.
I'm taking 300 to 1 odds, boys. This is gonna happen this year. We're going for round 2.
I have absolutely no basis for my opinion. I haven't watched Michigan State this year. I haven't seen either of them play. I'm going 7/10 though.
All right. So Duke, UCS Fullerton. So Duke is they only do 2 things in the tournament. They either get to the Final Four of the Elite Eight or they lose in the first round. There's no in between with this team.
First or second. Come on, you gotta clarify here.
No. They lose in the first round to a team they should blow out, or they make it to the Elite Eight. There's no in between.
Could you imagine in Coach K's last NCAA tournament?
They won't allow it.
It would screw my bracket.
They won't allow it.
Oh my God. Listen, I only root for North Carolina in one sport, and my Tar Heels won me some good money on Coach K's last home game. But oh my God,
that's a great pick. That's a great
I know,
pick.
right? I sat there, I'm like, that money line's too good to not throw $5 at.
What was the money line actually?
It was plus 370, I think.
That's insane.
Like that. I was like,
that's insane.
Right,
oh my God. But yeah, no, I mean, I love Cal State Fullerton to pull that off, but it's not baseball, so Duke wins.
Yes.
Duke.
Okay, fine. All right, we got it. All right, so that takes over the West. Let's speed rush through these. East bracket, Baylor, Norfolk State. Obviously, I'm going Baylor.
Baylor.
Yeah. North Carolina, Marquette in the 8-9 matchup. I'm going UNC.
Tar Heels.
Tar Heels.
All right. St. Mary's versus the winner of Wyoming, Indiana. I'm going 12 seed. I'm going Wyoming. I'm going with the Cowboys.
I don't care who wins that Wyoming Indiana game. They're going to be St. Mary's. St. Mary's like soft this year.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Wyoming or Indiana, either one of them's going to be.
They got bullied by Gonzaga. That's what I'm saying.
They play Gonzaga 20 times a year. You would never know the difference.
Yeah.
Right now, though, Indiana is up 30-25 against Wyoming. So I will tell you what, I'll still stand by it. If Indiana wins against Wyoming, I'm still taking them over St. Mary's. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, 12 over 5 here for sure.
Yeah. All right. UCLA, Akron. I'm going UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA is a top 10 team in the country this year.
I think so. The 6-11 matchup, Texas, Virginia Tech. Look, I just saw Virginia Tech play in person. I think they're on a roll right now. They just won the ACC championship. I'm going Virginia Tech over Texas.
Total ACC bias here. I'm going Hokies.
Yeah, I'm going Hokies here too. They were playing unbelievable basketball there at the end.
Like I watched them beat like Duke, like it was nothing. I was like,
it was a drum like that. The old lady that I
turned it off. I was like, this is over.
There was an old lady that I made friends with at the game, and she was so sweet. But there's the balding white guy for Virginia Tech who dropped like 30. You kept hitting threes. She literally started screaming, "That's a bad white boy right there!" And I'm like, I like this lady.
Lady's cool.
Yes, I would grab a drink with her. All right, so then this is my almost upset of the first round. Purdue and Yale. I got Purdue winning, but I think the nerds make it pretty close because they play very slow and boring and conservative basketball. And Purdue loves up tempo.
I went to college in the same city as Yale. I hate Yale kids. Go Purdue.
Yeah.
Boilermakers.
My boss is a Purdue fan, so I got to go Purdue, or I might get fired.
There you go. All right, the Murray State, San Francisco. I'm going Murray State. I haven't watched San Francisco play, but I just don't like the city, so I'm going Murray State.
Go Murray State.
Murray State. All
right, and then in the wrap the bracket up on this division, Kentucky versus St. Peter's. I couldn't even tell you where St. Peter's is, but I'm going Kentucky.
I think it's in Florida, but
St. Petersburg.
I mean, it would make sense, right?
It's great logic there. I like the logic. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just aiming low here, but yeah, no, I mean Kentucky. Even though we know one of these 2 seeds is going to lose, guys, we automatically know this is going to happen.
No, a 2 seed is not advanced since I believe it was Wyatt's. Stat me up. When's the last time a 2 seed made it to the second round of the bracket? Actually, no, I can tell you myself. 2016, because ESPN Tournament Challenge gave me that update earlier. So yeah, a 2 seed is not advanced.
Wait, made it to the second round? Say that again.
Wait, hold on. What does that say? Oh no. I'm so sorry. A 2 seed has not advanced to the men's title game. So I read that wrong. So I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Well, Duke's screwed.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. So yeah, Wyatt, look that up for me. The last time a 2 seed beat a 15 seed.
Last year.
Okay, so
last year. No,
last year.
What you're saying is 15 seed or 2 seed.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Who was the 2 seed that lost last year?
What you just
are you
said.
saying who's the 15 that actually? No, it was last year's Ohio State and Oral Roberts, which was electric factory.
Yeah, Oral Roberts, because everyone made the orals joke. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Also, I don't they have like the most ridiculous rules too, as well, for like a college. It's like their disciplinary rules are ridiculous.
Apparently, with a name like that, though, that they're just
allegedly
up for failures. Okay.
Kentucky's the best. Is honestly, to me, in my opinion, the best team in the country. I mean, Oscar Tshiebwe is an unbelievable athlete, and I would personally take him
like
first
Ty
overall.
Washington.
So Kentucky all day, every day.
All right. So I think we all agree on Kentucky. Arizona, the 1 seed. I think Arizona should be the number 1 overall seed in the tournament. I love this team. I think they're so well balanced. They can beat you in so many different ways. But obviously, I'm going Arizona in this matchup against whoever the hell they play.
Mm-hmm. I
don't even know who they play.
They said they're playing the winner of a playing game.
Right. Wright State or BRY.
Yeah, I think it's Wright State or Bryant.
Yeah, so I think we're all in agreement of that. Seton Hall, TCU. I've seen TCU play this game. I'm gonna go TCU.
You're going TCU, Horned Frogs. Yep. Jared, what about you?
I'm going Seton Hall. I'm going with the Jersey boys. I just better program, and honestly, I don't know. Just this is the one of the few games of this first round where I'm like, you know what? I'm going with hometown bias. I got family from Jersey. I'll go Seton Hall.
Love it. Seton Hall.
All right. Houston, UAB. I wanted to take UAB in this game, but I've seen Houston play, and I think Houston's a very sneaky good team, and they can make some noise in the tournament, but I'm going to go Houston.
I saw UAB, like I said, UAB has been going on a roll lately. They've just been, I think it was like a 6 or 7 game run where they've just been like slamming teams, but at the same time, Houston's been in the national spotlight the entire year. Yeah. I got to go with Houston.
All right.
Yeah, Houston's not even sneaky good. They're just good.
They're
Houston
good.
all day. Yeah,
all
Houston
right.
by 20.
They're one of those older teams too.
Yeah. All right. So then we got Illinois and Chattanooga. I'm going Illinois.
Yeah, Illini are going to bust a lot. Are going to punch a lot of those higher seeds in the mouth. I got Illini as well.
I love Illini here.
All right. This is my upset. I have Colorado State, Michigan. I am taking Michigan. I like this team for so many different reasons. Plus, not to mention, I think they're playing with a little bit of chip on their shoulder. So I'm going to go Michigan on this one. Even though I think Colorado State's a good team. I really do.
What about you, Jared?
I think the Juwan Howard suspension did throw a little monkey wrench in the like the flow of Michigan. I think they were on a good run before he got suspended. But I honestly did mess them up in the tournament as well. But then again, conference tournaments are so weird. Yeah, give me Michigan. I think they're going to come out and just sock a team in the mouth. They need to prove they're still here.
Yeah, Juwan Howard being back, I think it lights a spark. Michigan.
Nobody even got my joke there about socking somebody in the mouth.
Oh, the punch. What was an open hand slap?
You know what? It still counts. I thought that was clever.
It was clever. You got it.
It was good. Sorry, we're
points.
I know. This is my second podcast of the day. I know it's your second one too, Cruz.
There you go. All right. So then we got Tennessee and Longwood. I'm obviously going Tennessee, SEC champs. I'm SEC biased, so give me Tennessee.
I mean, it'd be hysterical if somebody like Longwood won because the Oral Robert jokes are coming back. But Tennessee. Tennessee.
Yeah, I hate it.
I mean,
I hate the color orange. Volunteers.
All right.
I know you guys would love to see this.
I need it so
actually,
bad.
It would ruin my bracket, so I wouldn't actually.
Yeah.
This is why I don't fill my official bracket till
Jared,
tomorrow.
I've told you, when it comes to March Madness, I have no homer in me. I have no bias. I just want to win.
You just want your money.
I want my money. So Ohio State, Loyola Chicago. I'm going Sister Jean. Give me Loyola Chicago over Ohio State in the 10-7 matchup.
Dude, I thought Savannah was going to punch you through the screen today. I'm going to go Ohio State. I think Loyola Chicago, there's so much hype because of the name and when they did a couple years ago. And
I just think,
year. Yeah, I know, but they made their they made their huge run 2 years ago. 3 years ago now. It's 2019, 2020 year. But yeah,
not betting against the none.
Whatever, 2 tournaments ago, whatever, not this past year, the year before that, they made the ridiculous run where it was just like they came out of nowhere. Nobody ever heard of Loyola Chicago before. But yeah, I got Ohio State. I think that everyone's gonna be so caught up and they're gonna. It's like that Cinderella everyone expects, but never happens. There's always one every year that everyone's counting on to like make their bracket look sweet, and then a big name school just stops them.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't have said it better than that. I mean, that's my thought process when I was making this pick was like, okay, yeah, Loyola Chicago, they are like the sweethearts. Everybody loves Sister Jean. Is she still alive, by the way?
She's still alive, you monster.
It's a question. If she's gone, maybe the magic's gone. That's all I'm saying.
No, that would be even more dangerous. If she was dead, then that would be even more dangerous.
Yeah. So while she's still walking and talking, I think Loyola Chicago's taking the L.
All right. So, by the way, this is the first time Loyola Chicago has made back-to-back NCAA tournaments since 1963 and 64. Which
that is kind of nuts, but I'm going Buckeyes.
I'm sure
they're better than a 7.
I bet Sister Jean looked really good in 1963. I'm just saying.
This is just gotten weird.
I really have. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna get past the last bracket. We're gonna speed run through, and we talked way too much about Deshaun Watson. Kansas versus whoever the hell that they beat in their play game. Yeah, Texas Southern. Give me Kansas all day.
Kansas.
All right, San Diego State, Creighton. Nick, me and you hate Creighton, but I'm going Creighton.
I physically can't do it, so I'm going San Diego State.
That's fair.
Aztecs.
All right, Iowa, Richmond. I love Iowa this year. I think that they are a very good team. Give me the Hawkeyes.
I hate that so many people are picking Iowa to make a run, but I'm taking them early. I feel like this is the 5-12 trap.
This is the 5-12 trap. Okay, so you're going Richmond?
I know. I am taking Iowa, but I know I'm going to regret it later.
Gotcha. I'm going Hawkeyes too. Them exiting early in their conference tournament. They're well rested. They're a great team. I think they're better than a 5 seed. I want Iowa all day. I got to make it a run.
Iowa won the Big Ten championship. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. They're on a run. My bad. I messed that up.
There you go, Nick. Come on. Keep up. You have an excuse. It's tax season. All right, Providence, South Dakota State. I'm going Providence.
I'll go with Providence too. I don't see an FCS team really making a punch here.
I like the Jackrabbit logos though.
Oh,
Nick,
I know. Shout Dallas Goddard.
Nick. Oh no, I think we lost Nick. Oh, you hate to see it.
Oh no.
All right. We'll let Nick come back. So me and you will kind of run through it. He can just kind of pick up where we were. All right. So I have LSU, Iowa State. I think LSU is going to be that team where it's like, okay, I could legitimately see them making the Elite Eight. I really could.
Same. I mean, LSU, it's like their football team. They always have athletes, and it never made sense to me. It's like they just look for the guy, like the Raiders of college football. It doesn't make sense. They just pull off getting athletes, regardless of baseball, lacrosse, football, gymnastics. Doesn't matter. They always seem to find athletes, and I think LSU, at least in the first round. I think Iowa State also, they barely snuck in. Let's not try to act like they're a dominant team this year. Yeah. I mean, at least for the Big 12, but.
And our boy Nick EP is back. Nick, quick, LSU, Iowa State. Who are you going with?
Iowa State. I hate LSU. Yep. Will Wade getting fired sucks.
Hey, I'm just saying, Coach Orgeron's going to coach the boys up. Going to take them to the
Tigers.
Dude, I saw that and for a half a second believed it. No, for a half a second I believed it. Nick. I was like, dude, that's the craziest shit, but it's LSU. I mean, they're crazy down there.
Get the get.
That would be must-watch TV. I would absolutely love it. All right, so we got that. Wisconsin versus Colgate, the Badgers versus the toothpaste. Let's go with that.
Dude, I think the Badgers were a 1 seed this year. I think they were that good. I mean, they lost some games down the stretch that cost them, but I legitimately think they're that good of a team.
Okay. I got ridiculed on my show by Cruz and my co-host for thinking Wisconsin might be a Final Four team. So I'm going Wisconsin. Cheese curds and all.
I don't think they're the best team in the Big Ten, so sue me. Miami, USC. I'm going Miami. I think Miami is a very senior-led team. I think they can be sneaky good. Plus, I don't trust USC, especially not in basketball. So I'm going Miami.
USC basketball has been relevant since DeMar DeRozan or OJ Mayo. Listen, Jim Larinaga has a tendency to knocking off higher ranked teams, and also like Cruz said, it's an old team. Miami looks like that team that's just going to start smoking better teams in the bracket and start screwing up everyone's bracket. Look out, Auburn. But yeah, give me Miami.
Yeah, as seniors win you games in March, I'm going Miami here.
All right. And Nick, I feel like I know your answer on this one. Auburn, Jacksonville State. I'm going Auburn. I think Jacksonville State is a great in-state rivalry. They almost got them in football a couple years ago, but or was it this year? Was it this year they almost got them in football?
Dude, it feels like forever ago football season.
It really does. I can't wait for it to be back. I can't wait for this basketball season to be over for us. But yeah, I'm going Auburn.
Could this be the 215s upset we've been
No chance.
Listen, I if this Cruz, if this happens, man, you might have to just ship me a whole bottle of Maker's Mark at this point. Yeah, Auburn. I gotta go with Auburn. I would love to see that, like them and Duke both got us 2 seeds, but it's you can't pick a 2-15 upset. It just happens unless you like go to the school that's the 15 seed. So yeah, give me Auburn.
I'm going Auburn too. I hate it. Jabari Smith, unbelievable player. I mean, he's like NBA MVP caliber player. So I'm going Auburn.
Yes. So, also, I will probably deal with the full blunt of that dating an Auburn grad. So I'm really hoping Auburn does well in the tournament for selfish reasons. All right. So we will go into this speed run with the round of 32. Gonzaga, Memphis. I got Zaga.
I have Zaga as well.
Gonzaga.
UConn, Arkansas. I'm going with the midget. Give me Arkansas.
Huskies.
Midget power, Arkansas.
All right. Alabama and Texas Tech. Believe it or not, I'm taking the Crimson Tide in this one. I don't know why.
Christ. After all the shit you've talked.
I'm a glutton for
just
punishment.
said how he doesn't believe in them anymore. Then picks up
You've
the
been
beat.
saying for 3 weeks how bad they are.
I crave pain. I crave pain, Nick.
He
Give me
must be tired because he's flip flopped harder than a Waffle House, man. Jeez.
Okay, first of all, don't insult Waffle House like that.
I love Waffle
Waffle
House.
House is
Are you
fire.
kidding me?
All right,
Waffle
so
House
yeah,
is
give me don't ask me why. Alabama's going to beat Texas Tech.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Jared?
I'm just as tired as Cruz is, but I'm not getting delusional yet. Keyword yet. Texas Tech.
Yeah, Nick, what are you going to do?
Texas Tech. I hate it though.
Oh,
I hate it.
You hear that? Nick is not a real Alabama fan.
I'm trying to win. That's all I'm trying to do.
Trust me. I've flip flopped so many times about it, but I don't know what it is.
Let me just say, I would not be shocked if we beat Texas Tech and beat them by 15. All right. I think this is a close game that Texas Tech wins, but I would not be shocked. Let's just say that.
All right. Davis and Duke. I got Duke.
Of course.
I got Duke.
Yeah. All right.
Come on.
Yeah. Baylor, UNC. I got Baylor. No offense, Jared. I think Baylor's just a really good team.
Here's
UNC,
where I get delusional.
UNC,
Tar Heels! Upset time!
No
Listen,
chance.
Hubert Davis flipped the script with his team. I don't know what happened in the last 3 weeks. I mean, the Virginia Tech game sucked, but they were out of the tournament 3 weeks ago, and now they're an 8 seed. It's not bad. You know what? Honestly, Baylor might be riding highest off their title last year. Yeah, give me North Carolina.
All right. Well, that would be a big one.
Baylor's too big.
Right.
Baylor all day.
Okay, so for me, I had the winner of Wyoming, Indiana versus UCLA. I got UCLA winning that game no matter who they play. I think UCLA is a legit team this year. They were also a Final Four team last year.
The Bruins have that point guard with the really cool hair. That's a Sweet 16 team by itself.
There you go.
There's always that one guy every year.
That selfish bastard.
Adam Morrison, shout out.
Oh my God. All right. So I have Virginia Tech versus Purdue. I really wanted to take Virginia Tech in this one, but I'm going with the Boilermakers.
I'm going with the Boilermakers as well. I think Cinderella falls short to the Boilermakers.
Yep. Purdue. Too
all
good.
Right. Murray State versus Kentucky. Give me the Wildcats all day.
Yeah, I don't see Kentucky losing this one. They should have been a 1 seed.
Kentucky by 100.
Oh, 100.
Wow.
All right. I don't think I can bet that.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Arizona, TCU. I got Arizona easy.
It doesn't matter who the hell they're playing in the second round. Arizona's rolling.
Yeah, Arizona.
All right. So Houston, Illinois. I'm actually going Houston on this one. I don't know what it is about this Houston team. I really like the way they play defense, and I think they're going to pull the – I wouldn't even call it an upset. It's a 5 over a 4 seed, but give me Houston.
Illinois got NBA talent. Houston doesn't. Give me the fight Illini.
Took it right out of my mouth, Illini.
All right. Michigan, Tennessee. God, this would have been a really good college football game in the 90s.
Oh, my God.
Give me Tennessee.
Give me Michigan.
Ooh.
Like a little run?
I'm waiting for you know what? There's gonna be I'm waiting for as we go down this bracket a 3 or 4 seed to bite it, and I'm there it is. Michigan might win this one, but then they're gonna get steamrolled by Villanova. Let's not lie to ourselves. But
That's fair. That's fair.
At least they make it fun.
Fair.
Nick, who do you got, bud?
I'm going Volunteers.
Volunteers. Let's see. All right, we are at. Then we got Sister Jean and Loyola Chicago versus Villanova. I think Villanova just puts them in a body bag and ends the Cinderella story early.
I had OSU, but they're gonna get rolled by Villanova. Villanova, like, listen, the video when they found they get in the tournament, like these kids are just acting like it's normal, like business as usual. That team's scary. All right, they know they're supposed to be here.
Yeah,
It's freaky when the team makes the NCAA tournament and they just don't react at all. Like it's legit, like you said, it's legitimately terrifying. So I'm going Villanova.
This is business for Jay.
This is Elite Eight type team floor. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Kansas versus Creighton. I got Kansas easy in this one. I think Creighton is just they're just there every
single
year.
time.
Every
It's
year. I get
way
Kansas.
It's way too early for Kansas to blow it. Kansas.
Rock chalk, Kansas.
All right, Iowa, Providence. Give me the Hawkeyes.
Hawkeyes. I don't trust Big East teams in this late yet.
Yeah, Hawkeyes. I love Iowa.
All right, Wisconsin, LSU. I wanted to go LSU in this game because I think they're on a bit of a hot streak. But I got to go Wisconsin.
I gotta cheese curds. Gotta stick to my Final Four pick.
I love Big Cat with the basketballs on his nipples. Going Wisconsin.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna
All time. That was an all-time video.
Cruz, I'm gonna send
All
you.
time.
I'm gonna send you that picture every time Wisconsin wins. Now, just for that.
There you go.
It's beautiful.
By the way, go follow Barcelona on Twitter. Highly recommend. The person who runs that account's really good at their job.
that
And
was really
then
nice.
give me your winner for Auburn, Miami. I got Auburn.
The U.
You're going 10.
The U.
I'm going with the U
Oh,
because
not
I
the
literally
U.
said there was going to
The
be
U.
a 2-team going down, and I said Miami is going to catch one of those high seeds by surprise. Unfortunately for your girlfriend, it is Auburn. They're going to get smoked by Wisconsin in the next round, but at least it's fun for one game.
Yeah, just be prepared, Cruz. Y'all are definitely fighting that night because Auburn's going down in this game. They played really good defense down there.
If I send you a bunch of turnover chains, like in printout version,
No.
will that help?
No. She also graduated from Florida State, so that was
Even
not-
better.
Even
I knew that
better.
too. That's why I listen. I got it because they get their one lucky win every 7 years against us, so it's fun.
I might be sleeping on the couch
Fun.
tonight. So
So you're going
we're-
Auburn.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, I'm going Auburn. So so we are in the Sweet 16 now. Correct me if I mess up any of your picks. I'm just going off my bracket. So I have Gonzaga versus Arkansas in the Sweet 16. I'm still somehow Gonzaga's still in this. God, I hate picking Gonzaga because I know they're going to let me down somewhere. But I think they take care of Arkansas.
This is where it happens. Arkansas.
I could see it happening too. Jared,
This is where it happens. UConn.
UConn.
UConn. Oh yeah, you okay?
Yeah,
UConn.
Listen,
yeah.
UConn also doesn't UConn have one of the UConn, if I remember correctly, it's one of the best big men they've had since Andre Drummond. It's like
No, UConn's a solid team.
UConn also
beat
also
Auburn this year,
you're
too.
gonna tell
Auburn
me
beat
that slender man looking kid who their center is
Chet.
Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren. I couldn't remember his name for a second. The man literally looks like a creepy pasta guy from when I was in high school. And I literally, you can't tell me this man is gonna stop an actual NBA sized big man. I don't care if his dad videotapes all his games. It does not matter that they're gonna drive lane. This is not the whack. Okay, these guys actually play defense.
That was the funniest thing I've ever heard
That's
in my life.
absolutely amazing. Okay, so I have Gonzaga, you have Arkansas, and Jared has UConn. Alabama versus Duke. For me, I got to take Duke. Look, it's nothing personal. I think I know Coach K and Nate Oates have a little bit of a rivalry, but Duke's just too good this year. And unless Bama goes on some crazy run, I just don't see them winning this game at all. I don't think it's close.
Yeah, you got to pretty much have a game like Alabama had against LSU in 2020 where you just shoot the 70% from three to beat Duke.
It's not going to happen.
And there was a few and far between with this Alabama team. So
But you have
I don't
Texas
even
Tech.
have them. I have
No, you have
Texas
Texas
Tech,
Tech.
so it's different. But I mean, at this point, Coach K, they're going to start rolling out the red carpet for the man.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, they already like pretty much fixed it to where they can play in basically a home stadium for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So I'm going Duke here, and they win by a lot.
Jared?
Oh my god, you said
Duke or
red
Texas
carpet.
Tech?
Roll out the red carpet. I'm gonna keep rolling out anarchy grenades in here. I'm going Texas Tech.
Wow, interesting.
Like, listen,
it.
it's like okay, I'm just getting the vibe that like they're catering so much to Coach K. These kids aren't idiots. They hear this crap. Look at what UNC did. Like, you think a good team like Texas Tech, a 3 seed, is not going to be like, oh, we get Duke and we get to send Coach K home early and we get to rid college basketball. Oh, like, if I'm Texas Tech, I'm like, okay, we're going to drop, like, we're going to rain on them. It's going to be ugly.
Patrick Mahomes and his annoying wife will be there. In the
Lord.
And so
Jack Mahomes
was a mascot this year.
Yeah.
Jackson's got a second job. He's a mascot this year.
Oh my God. So much. All right. So Baylor, UCLA. I got Baylor.
Baylor. Too big, too long. UCLA has trouble with length when they're running their offense.
Yeah.
Baylor's the longest team in the NCAA. I don't have a stat to back that up, but I feel like it's true. So I'm going Baylor.
Yeah.
I have North Carolina, UCLA. I picked North Carolina to go to the Final Four, and I'm sticking with my guns.
Wow, dude. Wow.
You're mad, man. Okay.
Crazy.
Purdue, Kentucky. I have Kentucky beating Purdue. I think Kentucky. There's something about this team I really like, so I'm going UK.
Yep, Kentucky.
Train's going off the tracks, Kentucky.
All right. Ooh, I like that. Good train joke. There you go. Look at you. Arizona, Houston. Give me the Wildcats. I think.
Yeah, I have Arizona Illini. Going Arizona though. Too good.
Yeah, I have Arizona. I don't care how good the Illini are. Like, Arizona is the best team in the country.
All right. Tennessee, Villanova for me. I got the Vols. With the upset. I got the Vols making the Elite Eight.
Bad take. Villanova.
Yeah, he's tired. Villanova.
Oh yeah, I'm tired. Okay, and then Midwest, Iowa, Kansas. 5 seed taking down the 1 seed. I think the first 1 seed goes down. Give me Iowa.
I want to take Iowa. I really do, but I also said they might lose in the first round. So give me Kansas.
All right. So and then in the second one, I have Wisconsin and Auburn, 2 versus 3 seed. I think it's going to be a great game. Give me Auburn though.
Wisconsin gets 1 more on Miami. Give me the Badgers.
Yeah, I'm going Kansas and Wisconsin in both.
All right. So now we're the Elite Eight. Duke, Gonzaga for me. Give me the Blue Devils. I think this is where Gonzaga loses this one. So I know you guys have them losing to Arkansas, but yeah, give me Duke making it to the Final Four.
I have
Coach K.
I have Texas Tech versus UConn. Give me the Red Raiders. I think UConn Cinderella story kind of goes down in a red hail of gunfire. Get it? Red Raiders.
There you go. Baylor, Kentucky, 1 versus 2 seed. I think Kentucky takes care of Baylor, and I believe we're looking at a 2 versus 2 matchup in the first matchup in the Final Four.
Yeah, I saw Angry Chuck. I saw Bediako dominate the Baylor backcourt. It's tough. Oscar Tshiebwe, I'm such a firm believer in him. I love the guy, so I'm going Kentucky.
The last time North Carolina played Kentucky in a Elite Eight game, it was pure electricity. It was Malik Monk versus Justin Jackson, and it was, and I think Cameron Johnson too. It was electricity in a can. Give me North Carolina. I got to stick with my guns here, but also Kentucky's going to give me a damn heart attack during that game because they are phenomenal.
All right. In the South, we have Arizona versus Tennessee for me. I think Tennessee is a really good team, SEC champs. I think they play really good basketball. I think Arizona's too good, though. I think Tennessee's runs ends. Give me Arizona making it to the Final Four.
Yeah, no, Arizona is going to absolutely demolish Villanova. Villanova is good, but like they're not like tier 1. I could see them beating maybe Houston Rockets. Good. So
okay,
fair enough. I'm going Wildcats, Arizona.
All right. In my Midwest game, to get to the Final Four, I have 5 seed Iowa versus 2 seed Auburn. And
don't do it.
Don't
do it.
I'm doing
but,
it. Get
why?
Auburn going.
No, Chris, you got something on your nose, buddy.
Are you high?
No,
Is that a
not.
drug joke?
No,
not.
no, he's brown nosing.
I am not
there we
brown
go,
nosing.
okay.
I'm telling you, I think this. Look, they have two of the two top 10 players that are going to go in the draft.
Okay.
I think Jabari Smith is the number 1 pick in the draft over this Czech kid. I like this Czech kid. It looks
I
like
don't-
The wind could breeze, and he's flying. Like
You guys know what I called him already.
He's so skinny. Look, I don't know what it is about it. Like, say what you want. I don't like the school. I don't like their coach. I think he's a cheater. But again, I'm unbiased when it comes to March Madness, and I want to win money. And if I have to put money on someone making the Final Four, I'm going to put Auburn. So yes, I have Auburn versus Arizona in the first matchup, or in the second matchup of the Final Four.
You are the worst. I have
How am I
Kansas.
the worst? I'm sorry.
You are the
No,
worst.
if he took all chalk, then he's the worst.
Yeah,
We did.
I have
That's the
one.
Okay,
I have
you're a
one
step
seed.
above all chalk.
I have 1 seed in my Final Four.
Yeah, same.
That's same. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got Kansas, Wisconsin. Wisconsin pulls the upset. Badgers in the Final Four.
All right.
Yes, Nick.
All right. So
My boy.
Final Four in New Orleans. I'm going. Hopefully Nick is going. Nick, first matchup for me. Duke versus Kentucky. The Coach K tour ends on Saturday. I have Kentucky making it to the national championship game.
Love it. I got Duke, Kentucky as well. I think this is a close game, and I think some shenanigans happens.
Ooh, I like
NCAA wants Coach K in the championship. They want it so bad that they get involved. Duke
Ooh.
wins on a bullshit call.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time a bullshit call happened in the Superdome in New Orleans in a playoff game. So
I'm just saying, it's true. It's fair. I love that day. That day was awesome. Great day for me.
Look, only because Jared said the one F-bomb for the show that I'm allowed. F you, Nick. F you.
I literally knew I was going
Good
to
show.
say
Good
it
show.
within 5 minutes. I was like, Cruz is going to kill me.
All right, Jared, you're up. First
All
matchup.
right, so I have
West
Texas Tech and North Carolina. The last time either of these teams made the Final Four, I believe both of them advanced. So this is going to be an interesting one here. I go with Cinderella here or the Tar Heels. I don't have them winning the title, but Lord, they're going to make this fun for me. I just, you know what? I saw when I was watching that game, I figure if I keep betting on them, they'll keep winning. So that's my logic here.
All right.
It's great logic, actually.
All right, so this is where Nick continues to hate me in the South Midwest
God,
game.
you're worse.
Damn it!
Arizona
I hate
play
you.
Auburn. I'm sorry, we're having an all SEC
Oh,
national
stop
championship
it.
game. I'm going Auburn, dude.
You're
my
so
Lord.
Auburn
gross,
should have been a
dude.
1 seed. I'm sorry, they should have
No, Kentucky
No.
should have been a 1 seed.
been.
Stop
No,
it.
Kansas should not have been a 1 seed.
Stop it. Get some help, okay?
It's not help. I'm stating facts. I think Auburn beats Arizona.
Cruz, if you're in trouble, blink twice.
I can't.
I have to be.
I cannot blink twice. But look, I have also made this pick a while ago. Like, look, after watching Auburn beat down Kentucky and Bama back to back, this team's a real deal. When they're on, they're the best team in America. They can shoot threes, they can play defense. You can't drive on them. They can beat you in so many ways. I just it's hard to stop this team, Nick. Like, we've seen it firsthand. Like, this team you can play close with them a lot of the times, but eventually they will find your weakness and they will make you pay.
I hate the pick and I disagree with it wholeheartedly, but you are not incorrect in the sense of they can have the worst game and be down 15 with 5 minutes to go, and there's a part of me that believes that they would win that game.
Yeah.
Like that's how fast they can turn it on, like that, and they'll right back in your face. And they have the leadership, they have the coaching. I hate Bruce Pearl, but he's a great coach. As for right now, when he has players, I think they really, and they have the will to keep going. Like, how some teams, like, they can kind of roll over and die when they get down like 15 with 5 minutes to go. They keep fighting, and they have one of the best players in the country. So I don't hate it.
All their losses are by one possession.
Yeah,
every single one. And so, look, the Bama game twice. The first one, was a great back and forth game, but that game never should have been close. We kind of clawed back and hit a lot of threes, in desperation. And then when we played at Auburn, it was a 2-point game. It was a 2-point game, and then it somehow turned into a 20-point game, which I don't know. And
that's how fast it happens.
3 minutes. So I have a Kentucky Auburn national championship.
You're disgusting.
SEC.
One sec. I got Arizona, Wisconsin. I got the Wildcats going through. This is where it ends for the Badgers.
All right.
Yeah.
So I got Duke, Arizona.
Wildcats kick the door in. So.
All right, Jared, what is your national championship game, and who do you have?
April 4th is going to be a very hard day for me. Arizona is a buzzsaw. I had an Arizona hat in my office originally, but I donated to charity at one of those Coley donation things, so I don't have it anymore. I was going to throw it on like Lee Corso style because I have a Tar Heels hat here as well. Arizona's going to win, and it's going to be a lot. They are the best team in the country, and for once, and unfortunately for college basketball, all the other top seeds that have a shot at beating them are going to get beaten by lesser teams in their bracket, as March Madness sometimes does, leaves a wide opening. The last time this happened, I remember, was North Carolina when they had to beat Gonzaga to win the title. Yeah, that wasn't a close game, effort-wise. I easily could just see Arizona just stopping twice and then walking in, cutting the nets down, holding the trophy. Yay, we win another one.
I like it.
Anticlimactic ending.
Anticlimactic ending. Okay. So I have Duke, Arizona. I think you're right. I mean, everything you just said is 100% correct. Arizona is arguably the best team in the country, and it's a very easy argument to make. They go up against a Duke team that, is really good. Coach K's last year. They sneak into the game because of some shenanigans in the Final Four. Duke pulls it out. Coach K cuts it down.
Just stop. You're worse than Cruz. You're worse than Cruz.
And the NCAA and Coach K run off into the sunset together in peace forever.
Oh, God.
So,
79-74.
I'm sick to my stomach.
So, Nick, I have a all SEC national championship. I have 2 seeds. I have Auburn and I have Kentucky.
Who won the head-to-head?
Auburn.
There you go. If you go Auburn here, I will drive to New York and kill you.
I'll drive.
I'm with you, Jared.
No.
Wait, no. I have to drive south. You have to drive north.
So okay, I'll just meet you. We'll meet in the middle.
I'll meet Penn Station. I'll show you. I'll show you around New York City. We'll have a little beers before we go up there, and we'll take care of business.
All right. So the winner of this game, I have winning 90-85 of my final score prediction. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a high-scoring game. And I have a team from the state of Alabama winning the national championship.
Jesus
God, I hate you.
Why did I do this to myself?
I said it back.
Nick, we should have known this was going to happen.
I said it back.
It from days ago.
I said it back in, I believe, February or January. It was either late January, beginning of February, that Auburn was going to win the national championship in basketball.
You're a psychopath.
I'm not a psychopath, Nick. I'm sorry. He's true.
Either trying to earn some serious brownie points, or he is a psychopath. It might be
again.
Both. We don't know.
I am not biased when it comes to March Madness. I like winning.
Totally biased.
How am I biased?
You're
you
totally
said SEC biased twice in the last run.
Okay, yeah, SEC biased, yes, but it's not my fault that 2 of the best 4 teams in the country are in the SEC.
Don't not take this personally. I hope to God you don't lose any money on this seriously. I really hope Auburn's a 2-15 upset. I really do. Just because of hearing this bracket, this is just literally because
it would be my luck. It would be my luck.
I'm about to text Kevin right now. After listening to Cruz blab about Auburn basketball for 20 minutes, I want nothing more than to watch them lose to a 15 seed.
I mean, look.
More than Duke to lose.
Look,
that's scary.
As a Bama fan, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Now, as a degenerate gambler and someone who...
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a future on Auburn right now or no?
What? No.
I may or may not have my future.
That was your one excuse.
No, my one excuse is that, like, look, if I have to... I think I've seen every team at their highest high. And I think Kentucky and Auburn have the highest high when they're on and playing their best basketball. I would take them over Gonzaga. I'd take them over Arizona. I'd take them over Duke. Like I just think that they play the best basketball in the country.
Have you seen Auburn at their lowest of lows?
Their lowest of
Why
lows.
are we saying that in
Their
this
lowest
championship
of
game they're
lows.
playing their best?
Their lowest of lows is losing to a team by 2 points in the SEC tournament to a team that was desperate and had nothing to lose. And they came back from double digits to do it. Like
Nobody on that team will play in the NBA.
who?
Auburn has 2 top 10 picks.
Okay, but Nick, we see this happen all the time in March. Like things happen. Like
You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
That's like Jacksonville State coming into Bryant-Denny Stadium. Things happen, Cruz. There's no way this is happening. Auburn is going out in the round of 32 or Sweet 16. I'm calling it.
okay, that's fine. That's your opinion.
I will.
We'll see who has a better bracket towards the end of it.
All right.
I love it.
Fellas, just for you, live on air, I almost did a really bad parlay just now. I almost did Minnesota win the NBA Finals. That was just pure stupidity.
That's horrible.
Listen, I'm a Wolves fan. Do not judge me. I've been
That's
suffering for a
terrible.
long time. I just put
We have
17,
more teams than Clack. Good lord.
17. Hey, listen. Clack's a great guy. $17 down on North Carolina futures for the chip. Let's do this. Bet
Tell you what,
book.
you know
What's
what,
the
Nick?
odds?
You know what, Nick?
Plus 12,000.
I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll do a future on
12,000.
Auburn.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Plus 12,000. Nick, I walk away with almost with $2,000 on $17.
Also,
Yeah,
I
that's
am. You should use the Barstool Sports. Sports book. Sponsored by Barstool Sports. Just saying, it's a really cool app
There you
to use, and I am not sponsored by them yet, but soon to be. Just saying. Just
Fingers
cheap
crossed.
plug. Cheap plug. But look, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I actually am that confident that this will happen. So,
Wow.
but we all know.
We know
all
that
know-
Auburn is good. We know that Auburn is good, but are they good enough or are they consistent enough to win a national championship playing like what is it? 5 straight games? Is that what it is? 4 straight games? Whatever it is. Like, can they put it together that many games in a row in the beginning of the year? Yes. In the beginning of the year, yes. In the last 10, they're 5-4. That's all I'm saying. They haven't been playing great down the stretch, and the SEC tournament proved that.
They lost to a team that upset a lot of people, and they made it to the SEC championship game. Auburn won the regular season. I think winning the regular season in the SEC is more impressive than winning the SEC tournament.
That's a horrible take.
That's not a horrible take.
That's a horrible take.
Why? Why? You have to play a gauntlet of teams that get to rest
Maybe
and
this
prepare
year.
for you.
Maybe this year. I will grant you maybe this year
Yeah.
it's more impressive. But
I think
normally
the
the tournament is more difficult to
shit
win.
this year because it was top heavy, and then this year they actually had fans that they had to deal with. So yes, Auburn had to go to Kentucky. They had to
also
play
had
Bama,
the
they had to
easiest
play
schedule in the
LSU,
SEC. They also had the easiest schedule in the SEC.
but they still won it, Nick, against
Well,
Tennessee.
But you're talking about strength of schedule right now. They had the easiest one. That plays into it.
No, not conference schedule. Like, look, I'm talking about conference in the
Every
SEC.
difficult game they had that they didn't play a home and home with, they got at home. Kentucky, they had at home. Every bad team, they got to play on the road.
Okay, fair. Oh, so you're saying Bama's a bad team?
They played a home and home. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Every team that wasn't a home and home, they were able to play bad teams on the road, good teams at home.
All right. Well, look, we're just not going to agree on it. I'll bet a future on Auburn. Jared bet a future.
I need to see the
on-
ticket. I need to see the ticket. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I need to see the ticket.
We've rambled. I am tired because I've been having anxiety attacks over Deshaun Watson and where he's going to go. But before I go, I'm so sorry. I need to let my newest intern, Wyatt, come on and give his final 4. I just want him to be introduced, and then that way he can just give his picks, and then we can all go to bed, and Jared can go back into his dream world of UNC making in the national championship game.
And I can go back to work, so that's fun.
Yeah, we're all excited. Wyatt, get on here. What are you doing? Damn intern.
No. Come on, Wyatt.
There he is.
The
Welcome to
boy.
the screen, Wyatt. His first appearance on the Oxford podcast. Wyatt, how you doing, bud?
Beautiful
Doing good.
beard,
How
by
about
the
you
way,
guys?
Beautiful
Good,
beard.
good. All right, so we've given our final 4s. Obviously, I'm sure you disagree with a lot of ours, including mine. Wyatt, real quick, who's your final 4 and who is your national champion?
So my Final Four, I've got Duke taking it to Gonzaga. I've got Kentucky handling Baylor to get to the Final Four.
Okay.
I've
Beautiful.
got Kansas handling Wisconsin to get to the Final Four.
Okay.
Not handling, a close-ish game.
Okay.
And I've got Tennessee upsetting Arizona
Wow.
to get to the Final Four.
That's a take.
Okay. And
This
no,
kid's
let me
bold.
no, let's hear it. Let's hear the rest. Let's hear the
Tennessee
rest.
played a really good SEC tournament. They've been really hot as of late. Beat Auburn in the regular season.
True.
So they've been hot. I've got a Tennessee Duke national championship, and
Wow.
all it takes is a couple bounces one way or the other. I've got Tennessee winning the national championship
No, you do not.
by 2 points.
Wyatt.
By
Is
2
Bruce
points.
Pearl still coaching? Like, what year is this?
What happened?
Nick, if you don't give Wyatt as much shit as you just give me
Wyatt,
about Auburn
I
winning the
just-
national championship,
I'm speechless.
I am blown up. Is Wyatt? Are you a Volunteers fan?
Roll Tide.
Are you high?
No. Sober as a judge. I'm making Tennessee my pick.
Which judge? Because you really just are you? Which judge? You just airmailed this ruling. Jesus. Oh my God.
Look, if it happens, you're a genius. And if it doesn't happen, you
if it
can say
happens,
the
I'm
excuse
giving you
of-
Nick's job. How about that?
Yeah,
You-
if it happens, you can have my job. You can have my job.
Oh my God. All right. Wow. I did not expect that.
That is
I will give this
wild.
Nick. I will give Wyatt this. He is
At least it's
sober.
original.
He's sober. He's clean. He doesn't drink, so he's got a clear mind. So he's seeing something that we haven't seen in years.
Dude, he may be seeing the Matrix right now. To pick
Is it really a simulation? Wyatt? I need to know.
pills, red and blue. Is this how you're seeing this?
He went off script and took a green one. We don't know what the hell happened to him.
We don't even know what that is.
I'm taking them to Vegas.
That is wild, dude. Great point, Cruz.
It's
If he
gonna be
hits
like
this,
Alan
we're
from
going
The
to
Hangover,
Vegas.
where he sees everything happen in slow motion and bets the right card.
Oh my God, that's absolutely amazing.
Unreal.
Okay, so we have to end on that because it's not going to
Yeah.
get any better.
No.
It was fun having Nick back. Wyatt, thank you for joining on the first episode. Obviously, Jared, special guest, Corner Booth Podcast from Belly Up. Make sure you check it out. We'll drop a link below for his new episode. You can find me on at The Real Cruise Docs on Instagram and Twitter. Make
It's out
sure you
right now,
follow the
actually.
Oxford. What'd you say?
It's out right now, actually, because I know how to hustle.
All right. Well, I'll make sure we include a
Good
link.
point.
You can find me. You can also find the Oxcord podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget, we also have our Final Four ticket giveaway. Make sure you get that going. It ends on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Central. And like and subscribe to the podcast. We appreciate the following we've been gaining. It means a lot, and can't wait to see you guys in New Orleans. Jared, how can people find you as their special guest?
You can find my weird content at Corner Booth on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, yada, yada, yada. You can also find my weird delusions, like taking North Carolina futures at plus 12,000. At Belly Up Jared, as you see right here below me, at basically everything on social media as well. Great episode this week. We had Cruz come on and, cruise it up, talking about nothing but the Saints and Deshaun Watson and some NCAA tournament stuff. It was great. So I enjoyed having him on. And it was kind of a nice little surprise having him on for the first time in like 2 months. So
I do what I can. Nick?
I know you did, buddy.
That was good. That was good. All right. Yeah. At Perkins96, I appreciate being back. I know I missed last week. Work's been crazy, but we're settling down hopefully soon. So we'll be good. I don't really have anything else to shout out other than just follow the show on Twitter and subscribe to the Boo Crew Media YouTube channel. We just hit 1K over there. So
Hell yeah,
good,
baby.
Good times had by all over there. And we appreciate Boo Crew and all the support. And Jared, appreciate you coming on, man. That was a lot of fun.
And
Thanks for having me,
Wyatt.
guys.
Oh, sorry, Jared. I didn't mean to interrupt. Wyatt, the new intern. One of the new interns. Don't worry. Bond is just in spring break, probably. God,
Doing
no,
it.
no.
Well,
Wait,
actually,
Bond's
he
still-
just-
My boy Bond's still here.
Yeah,
man.
I sharked his ass from you guys.
Tell Bond
so,
I miss him and I love him. He's my favorite.
do you want to trade? Like, do you want him as your new intern?
Well,
we can work
since-
out a trade.
Well, listen,
3
I
first
can't
round
really-
picks.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, what can I trade you? A bag of beans? I'm running solo right now.
Trade me. No. Here's a fair trade. I want a pair of those awesome whole sunglasses that cover your whole face. Yeah, those. I
These
want.
right here.
I want
those.
those.
Are so
Yeah.
sick.
Shout out to
dude.
my sponsor, Yeats Official.
Yeah,
Shameless
I
plug.
I want those, and I will trade you Bond.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to do that because I'm dead in the water right now.
We'll work out trade negotiations. How about that? I'll have my people call your people. Wyatt,
All right.
newest intern, how can people find
call-
you?
If you want more flaming hot takes like Tennessee winning the national championship,
Jesus.
at _Fulton W on Twitter. That's all I got.
Oh man, that is the wildest take I've heard on this show. It's ridiculous.
All right. Well, we love you
Cruz has
guys.
got Auburn winning it, and Auburn has struggled
Oh my
in
Auburn's
neutral
a
and
great
road
basketball team,
games.
though. I can admit
In
that.
neutral and road games.
I
Auburn
have
has
so
been
much bias.
horrid.
Don't you know a
That's a
hostage
good
situation
stat.
when you hear one? Just leave me alone, all right?
At least he admits it.
I'm
Nick,
just kidding.
Nick, our
Blink twice. Blink
Nick,
twice.
our mission turned into a hostage rescue.
Yeah, we gotta go. I'll see you in the car. Let's ride.
All right,
All right.
we're rappelling in for the top.
All right. Well, I'm going to get in trouble for that comment, but we love you guys, and we will see you next week. Can't wait to see who was wrong and right on our show next week with our picks.